Hey. Hey. So I need somebody to clarify something for me real quick. So I need to know, right? I need to know in the comment section, dead ass serious. So if One Piece just like skyrocketed, right? If One Piece began to skyrocket around Marineford, right? If that's when it happened, and it just started blowing up in sales, right? Like, because I remember when Naruto's coming out weekly, and One Piece was just like dominating. All of a sudden, like it went from like, you knew it was pretty big, but it got like really big. And like you just saw the volumes just popping up everywhere at all the bookstores and everything. And then you start doing the weekly, not the weekly, the yearly sales, and One Piece is all over the fucking place. Whatever year that happened. Let me know the year of that and then when this chapter came out. Because I'm gonna be very interested, because the reason why is like usually when Weekly Shonen Jump gets the inkling that a series is about to blow up, they have some type of tournament thing that they try to push on to writers. It's something that they've been doing for really since the probably like the late 80s. They started doing like the tournament settings and everything, or some tournament fashion. It'd be something that they would just throw into different things to give series an extra little boost. And the reason why I say that, in this chapter, Doflamingo is putting Ace's Devil Fruit up. He's putting Ace's Devil Fruit up for the winner. And a whole bunch of different people are going to be fighting for it. So we're going to have a scenario where Luffy is going to enter into basically a tournament to have the right to get his brother's Devil Fruit. And man, when I tell you the hype, the build up for that, ooh, that was good. That was good, man. That was good. That was really good. I was hella surprised by that. I gotta say, I was very, very hella surprised. Very surprised because, like, it's kind of like how before a heavyweight fighter comes to the ring, and this would be a good one, like with Game of Thrones. Like when you ever notice how in Game of Thrones, they're like the descendant of the third son of the fifth son who slayed the dragon, who had sex with an emperor, and the emperor gave birth to a Charizard, and then his Charizard became the king of the pirates. Like, they just say the most randomest shit to build up, right? Like all the accolades and everything to make this person seem super important. The way they're building up Ace, like, yeah, this flame fruit, it punches holes through men. It punches through battleships. It creates entire hellscapes out of entire civilizations, like just making it super powerful. And we know it's a low gear fruit, so we know that it's really powerful, but I didn't know it was this powerful. Okay, like I know Ace showed a little bit of power with it, but I didn't know it was this powerful. And just the expression on Luffy's face, I got two things out of it. The first thing I got out of it was like Luffy was looking like, oh shit, adventure. The other thing was like, oh shit, my brother's legacy. Fuck that. Where's this Coliseum? We're going into the tournament. We're doing this shit. Again, I might be wrong, but that's just the vibe I got from this. And looking at Luffy's character, I could see Luffy going in that shit and getting there, right? Getting there late and saying, okay, who just won this devil fruit? Oh yeah, fuck that. I refuse you getting the prize. And then he kicks their ass. And then he walks out of there with the devil fruit. I could see Luffy pulling some shit like that. But the thing is this is what's beautiful, okay? This is what's beautiful. So this is essentially a trap. Let's just say it for what it is. This is a trap. Because think about it. Doflamingo showed very cunning. He's like, this little nigga Law just set me up. He came in, he got Caesar, and Caesar's like the dope boy for him. Like Caesar's the guy that's running the dope for him on the corner, and he just took him off. But Caesar was also No, not Caesar. Virgo was the dope boy running the dope. Caesar was the one who was doing the production. Luffy and them just came in there and said, like, yeah, you just got one of my safe houses and you got one of my people that make my shit for me. Okay, bring him back. I really need this guy. And Luffy and them are thinking, okay, well, while he goes to get him, we're going to go rob Doflamingo's safe house. And Doflamingo's big safe house would be his Smile production plant. So he's like, Law's like, we're just going to go fuck him all the way up. That way, it's like, yeah, you got him back, but you ain't got shit to make it with. And then that begins the process of crippling Kaido. It's a very good plan. But Doflamingo's like, okay, yeah, I gotta step down for 7 warlords. All right, you just made me 100 man. I see. Got something for your ass. Hey, Luffy. Yeah, hey, man. Got something you might want. They never let him get to talking. He's like, all right, that's cool. That's cool. Doflamingo takes it like a G. Then Luffy gets there. He knows damn well. He makes just super big fuss out of all this shit. And he's like, yeah, the devil fruit of your brother is going to be up for anybody to get. Word to get back to Straw Hat Luffy. So while Doflamingo is going to pick up Caesar, Luffy's going to walk right into that fucking Coliseum. That's a trap. And he knows damn well Luffy's going to do it. And because Luffy's separated from his crew, there's nobody to stop him. Franky's stupid ass. Franky's like, yeah, you know what? That's your brother's devil fruit. Absolutely, let's go get it. Because think about it. Like with Franky, he had that shit with Tom, Franky, and Iceberg. You see how Oda got them paired up and everything? See, this is why I like chapters where you don't get a whole bunch of action, but when you start seeing how the characters are lined up with each other and you take in the history of these characters, it explains why certain characters can get away with different things. I mean, this is good. This is good. This is good. I was more hyped over the fact that, Zoro seems to have a connection with that damn sword, because he's like, wait a second, that blind dude, did he steal the sword? Wait a second. Oh, shit. Okay, sword's going this way. Let's go find this damn thing. I don't care if it's a treasure of Wano. I'll kick your ass if you keep me from getting my sword back. I'll fight you for my right to get the sword. But this is interesting. Oda just dwarfed this. So how long are we going to be here? Guess that's the question now, because this has the makings of being something complex. This has the makings, because like if you think about the Straw Hats, usually like when they get split up, it doesn't happen. It happens early on, but like there's a little more to it. You don't usually get a hook this early. So I mean, where's Oda going with this? Because you had Fishman Island, which was pretty long, and then you had Punk Hazard, which Punk Hazard was long, but it wasn't long. So this, if you follow Oda's pattern of like a long arc and then a short arc and then a long arc, this should be a long arc. But it's just like, this is different than the others. Like, if you go back to Alabasta, they were broken up into teams, but the different layers for like the world building and the different moving parties and everything, all that was set up later on. We're 2 chapters in this shit. And we already got a subplot. With potential for different subplots to break off. This is going to be a testament to whether or not Oda can pull this shit off. Because usually when you do stuff like this, you want to build it up a little more. Maybe that's the luxury of having a long running series like this, to where you can pull different plot strings and different character interactions and not have to waste as much. Like with Alabasta, we're still like 120 something chapters into the series. So, and with Oda's pacing, maybe he could move full throttle on different things, because he's still building the characters and still laying the groundwork for their character foundation. Let's look at this on the flip side, right? Like on the flip side of this, you got now Luffy and them, we know who they are. And it'd be like me, okay, a great example. Like, you guys know I've had a Mustang in the past and it was heavily modified, right? Like, a great way to put this would be with certain cars, they won't let you do a launch at 3,000 RPMs, or they'll let you do a launch at 3,000, but they won't let you do a launch at 6,000 RPMs. Like the way my Mustang was, everything set up, like if I could get to about 45, I could launch and my back tires and everything wouldn't spin out. I could get the torque down to the tires. I had very wide wheels and it gave me more grip. Well, I also have years of driving that allows me to do it. So I'm wondering if maybe it's a situation like this. But I mean, this is interesting, man. Oda's already creating subplots. He's already creating subplots. Because, like, the Straw Hats should be focused on delivering Caesar, destroying the plant, and then taking down one of the emperors. Now we have everything tied back to Marineford, Luffy and Doflamingo, because Luffy told Doflamingo, like, hey, bitch, I'm going to be king of the pirates, and if you keep doing bad shit again like you did to Brownbeard and those kids, I'm going to kick your ass again. Now Luffy's here. This is interesting. It's like Oda's just saying, fuck it. Fuck it. It's just like how, like, at Thanksgiving, you eat too much, and, Americans, we're fat asses over here. We're fat asses over here. So, it's like, my uncle, when he get done eating, he rub the belly and he say, boy, I'm full up to my neck. He don't unbutton the pants or anything, but he like, boy, I'm full to my neck. And he just leaned back in the chair. It feels as if Oda's just, leaned back in the chair. And like when my uncle does that, I'm hearing all these stories about how things were back in the 70s and 80s. It's the same thing. It feels as if this is the same thing. So overall, this was a good chapter just simply based on the fact that it ended on a cliffhanger. But, you guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. But as always, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching all the way into the end. Have an incredible day, guys.